25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope or a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world is made up of this brotherhood of man, or whatever the hell that means. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, get it all out what's in my head, and I am feeling a little peculiar. So I wake in the morning, step outside, and I take a deep breath, get real high, and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, what's going on? Oh, oh. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I try. Oh my god, do I try? Try all the time. In the institution, I pray. Oh my god, do I pray? I pray every single friggin' day for a revolution. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I am feeling a little peculiar. So I wake in the morning, step outside, take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Say, what's going on? And I say, yeah, 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 yeah. Say, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Say, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I say, what's going on? 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Your smoke mistress doth speak, so lend me your ears. Friends, rodents, country persons. Oops. Well, yes. You're very welcome, Junie. Oh, yes, welcome back. This was originally intended to be a four-way between these two clowns, as well as Jerf and Cross in their second match. But indeed, JRF or FRJ or whatever he's calling himself had to call it a night at our 11 p.m. EST. So they are going to be rescheduling. In the meantime, we have got the alternative winners bracket here with my fellow girl bear, Peanut Butter Bunny, versus Wavebeam Hater, ptoil, with quite a few six-letter enemies in the seed for the superstitious among us. A Fune with eyes, a diving owlbat, an ouch. Oh dear, the only non-six-letter enemy is an ouch. This could be bad news. And a fireball snake. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Dark. I'm not exactly sure which part precisely made you lose your glasses. Oh, goodness. I'm sorrier than I was before I read that. At any rate, let's go to the SRL and see. Oh! The gate has been dropped, the rats have been released, and the gun has indeed been shot. There's the countdown already. The obligatory delay. As it reaches on over to the stream, and we're off. Quick pre-race. ASMR to wet my whistle. Well, alrighty. Dark was, oh yeah, little, not quite sync on the, on these sides here. Dark was, querying to, personal best bunny whether, she happened to have a timer, which she stated that she did, and, it's evident on her stream, and, does not yet seem to be going. Oh, so she did. Every single one of these I commentate, they get space jump, first item. I am so jealous. I am such a jealous cub. Alright. PBB giving ptoil a bit more of a head start for the moment. Oh. Okay. Advertisements. We've got a morphing ball stuck in the ceiling. Whosoever saw that coming. Followed up immediately by missiles at the far right. Well, okay then. This is entertaining. In the meanwhile, minor items are totally neller thus far. Oh, but we're back on PBB's side, and we've got sudden sync. Lovely sync. Oh, poor Venicus. Venicus having the hardest job in the world. The most thankless job in the world. Of course, stupid advertisements. Must recrop over and over again. So here we are. We've got an awakened planet, as always. At this quick point in the run. Rando style, we immediately get the 5 enemies in the Christmas tree, 5 pirates in the tour rooms, 11 pirates in the climb, as per usual. Looks as though ptoil is going with a standard textbook right side climb, as Polarbearbunny is taking it ledge by ledge. The prescribed or Nintended strat adopted from the original Metroid game. Oh, there you go. Exclamation blame Dark. Blame Dark for a lot of things. Alright. $50 says BC will have PBs once again. And boom, there they are. Only because I broke your glasses. There's a high five through BC's door. Quick little high five. Hopefully not using the hand that is holding Samus's arm cannon. Otherwise, I could see that smarting quite a little bit. Let's see what we've got at Cavity Demo. Both going for an Alcatraz escape, more easily accomplished with the help of a space jump and/or high jump boots, but Bunny foregoes it. Just opts for the regular blockbuster stretch. And a third, exceedingly boring pack of missiles through the root canal at Cavity Dental, and yet another high five on the way in and out. I'm probably tired of seeing one another's faces already. Indeed. ptoil. Not my fellow girl bear, and not a fan of the smoky beam. I'll give you thrice guesses for whom I am rooting in this race. Yet more missiles at Terminator. We're gonna have a backdoor gauntlet check. We've got the first supers that we've seen. We're not going to, we can't get those supers just now, but also the first energetic tank. Back, gauntlet, left, missiles, and Bunny paying homage to herself. Rolling right on up to her volcano power bombs. And wisely selecting missiles to pop each of these Alcoons out of commission with a single blast. Oh, frightened of the acid. As ptoil reaches Jungle Bryn. Into early supers, pulls off a nice little mock ball. Oh, first energy tank for Bunny. Getting herself some additional health off the bat. Might be a bit of an advantage, depending on how many more tanks pop up. Okay! Or a certain purple suit might serve as an advantage as well. Welly, welly, welly. Exactly. ptoil already with only a quarter of the normal damage, thanks to his pinkish-purplish suit. But, and also finding a pair of, first pair of supers along the way there, luckily for him. Otherwise, not too much really exciting in the way of ammunition. There is dropping on down to the bottom of the Ediconian jungle shaft. As, oh, and both dealing with some B-toms at the same moment there. BBB making the same backdoor gauntlet check. So we've got our first trash can, juice box, silver bullet, FU tank, reverse at hello at Edicoon E-tank followed immediately by a charge beam. At the Edicune Supers, bada boom! That gives us a tank count of 1 and 1. With that already, this is not looking like a superstitious danger seed. The keywords being looking like. And so far, some nice items being handed out. And PBB following in ptoil's footsteps, quite literally. Having much smaller feet than ptoil, presumably, and already seeing his footprints all over the place, knowing where he's been and quite hasn't been. That'd be quite a thing to see, Junie. I'd like to see the runners negotiate that kind of falderall nonsense. So, Bunny has suited up. She's got her swimming trunks on. As ptoil is running right past a locked door of a dancing Decora. Reaches Lombard Street, aka Big Pink. Finds more lousy missiles. The mid-missile location. He's going to encounter some giant hoppers, which will only do 20 damage, thank goodness, per hit with the help of the grab suit. And so he lays a power bomb right on the floor, which usually works. Usually a power bomb just has to hit those giant hoppers twice. If the hopper's in a particular spot and you put the power bomb on the floor, it might not hit them twice. It usually will, though. Oh, and PBB definitely avoiding that reverse tank. Already having collected her first E-tank, which Toil has yet to find, actually. But he's never mind, making me out to be a fibber. And we've got 3 and 1. Charge missiles. That probably means we're going to have another E-tank, right? Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Breaking pattern. I like it. We've got more cheeseburgers at the charge beam. Oh, yes. It was pretty much a given that I would be needing to calm this particular match with my kindred spirit, Polarbearbunny. Oh! Having encountered the Edicunes at the top of the hill. Not to be confused with my 100 spirit, that would be Captain Duck. And bit of a shame I didn't get to calm his last night, but I was there, I watched it, that was enough. And, of course, helped them verify when he found every single item. Polar Behemoth Bunny. Nice one. Hey, Toil frolicking with a couple Zebs there, and, whoops. Supering the door, and those two Zeelas, which were kissing and necking atop the ceiling where we couldn't see them, have been knocked out onto the floor and are pretty embarrassed right about now. Toil is going to make a stop in the Wavegate room. Say a quick hello to a family of hoppers. Demolish them in a fell swoop and collect the item behind them, which is an X-ray scope. Interesting. That is 2/3 of the microwave beam right away. We'll see how soon Lasma beam shows up. The most powerful beam on its own. 150 damage right away. It would be known as Plasma Beam, except that late last race, while doing Mother Brain, Cross had to take a pee. Therefore, it's Lasma Beam. And we've got supers at the Green Hill Bryn Stairs. As ptoil morphs into Sonic the Hedgehog for just a second. he is going to return on up, and we're going to have a look at Blue Bryn. He's going to meet more giant hoppers. Just one of the many Brinstar rooms where these giant hoppers come flying at you. I believe we've seen all 3 of these rooms now. Maybe even more. So, at Blue Bryn PB's in the lobby here, behind the morph ball is just missiles, and that was not far enough over. He's gonna have to use another power bomb. Bummer whenever that happens. But that's karma. That's what that is. And he's done the construction zone. He's gonna return to the screen and float on the chimney. See Billy Mays. Stay kid. Oh dear, more roboticness. Perhaps it's a lucky thing I'm whispering then. Fix that, somebody. Microwave is complete. Plasma beam has been tracked on down. Wow. That is 14 minutes. That is one of the quickest microwave acquisitions I ever have seen. Well, whose fault is that, Dark Red? But Bunny following right along behind. We're going to have yet one more high five in a moment. Bunny out of both regular missiles and supers at the moment. Once again, thank goodness for the gravity suit. And, power bombs left over. Ptoil. Oh, not a high five. Ptoil is returning back up the elevator. Crater elevator. To the Tor ruins. Taking a, oh, did he not? Did he skip the old mother brain check, or did they see what that was earlier? I do not believe they saw what that was earlier, because the first PBs did not show up until BC. Oh, you are correct. You guys are. All 4 of you, all 5 of you are correct. He did not have any peanut butter. Thank you very much. We'll see how Powerbomb Bunny goes about handling that when she gets over there. Meanwhile, she's going to complete her own. Oh no, she is not actually. She did not get the wavegate glitch. Did not get the X-ray scope. Ouch. So that's probably going to be on her mind, wondering just where that is. Meanwhile, really stepping up her. She didn't pick it. She did get the wavegate, didn't pick it up. Ouch. Oh dear. Well, that's she might be booting herself then at this point. But in the meantime is really stepping up her missile game. Has just gotten a 9th pack of missiles. As Ptoil pays homage to the Polarbearbunny herself as well. Getting his 2nd E-Tank. Giving them both the same E-Tanks. They can also now go to the Gauntlet, if they so desire, get that 3rd E-Tank. Let's see, what is gonna happen? Okay. So, PBB has hamburgers, can make this check. They have already been to Cavity Dental. Okay, Ptoil. Not having those power bombs is going to cost him. And this is a free seat. Wow. A hash with 3 6-letter enemies and an ouch and it's free. We're running out of really good items thus far. Okay, shout out to Fry Guy, and it pays off once again. All the items. Freest seed ever. So BBB is going to make a point of heading back up there as well. And now, with the reacquisition of some hamburgers himself, ptoil might remember to head back on down to Old Mother Brain. He's going to grab these supers, bringing his super count to 20. He's going to grab this E-Tank, bringing his E-Tank count to 3. Need the potential. Okay, they've already done for a Terminator. Oh, he's heading back. Wait a minute. Oh, he has speed now. He might be going to Criteria Climb Supers as well. This could be interesting. Meanwhile, Polarbearbunny is returning to the landing site. Looks like she will be making the... Okay, going for a save first. Refill and a save, that's a good call. Especially with only one power bomb and one super. Oh, no, ptoil returning to the landing site as well. A high five. Nice. One goes down, the other comes up. Very, very nice. PBB is going to have a huge advantage with the, well, ptoil has a... Oh, he's not going to Old Mother Brain, and he's not going to Criteria Climb Supers. He's heading straight east to the wrecked ship. Oh, What's he gonna find at the moat? Power bombs. Polar bears. Not of use. What's he gonna find at the ocean? PBB no doubt going eep, eep, eep right now. And she knows what's at the back of Gauntlet. She is not interested in it. Sees that she is already getting pretty dang close to go mode at barely 20 minutes in. ptoil is in the wrecked ship. So this opens almost everything except Jacktool, and I highly doubt they're going to be going there anyhow. ptoil is going to have a look at some wrecked ship dead missiles, which are supers, and Polarbearbunny is chasing right after him. Yeah, it very well could be go mode. Technically, I would still want probably a couple more things. Couple more things that could just make it a little more convenient, like screw attack, high jump. Wave. ptoil is the first into our first boss encounter. The Phantom of the Opera. Some more supers to add to Polarbearbunny's arsenal. Oh! Getting trolled by that block. Respawning block. Touche. Dark. Point taken. Okay, and ptoil has got a first micro... Oh, not quite all the way. Went for the microwave, did not quite pull it out there. I'm sure he'll go for another microwave and finish off the job. An option Bunny will not have, sadly. And... oh, there it is. Nice, quick, clean one. And ptoil closes out the elephant ghost fight. There is an undead elephant ghost. Or an undead. Yes. I was was wondering the same thing. Apparently, if what they said in chat is true, and she got the gate glitch, saw X-ray, and intentionally skipped it, now I wonder if that's going to be weighing on her mind for a bit, especially now especially now visiting the first boss she would have been able to microwave. Alright. The ship is alive with the sound of robots. That'll bring ptoil into a certain reactor room. There's no worries with these dumb bowls with the plasma beam, not to mention power bombs. Oh, okay. Said she. Yes, I thought she missed the gate glitch too. So if she, I don't know why she would intentionally skip X-ray. So I have to speculate that's what happens. That's. Yes, 8-chill, as I was mentioning, it's almost everything that's unlocked now. With the acquisition of not only space at the very beginning, but also speed. They have Waterway open, they have Criteria Climb Supers open, they have all the Meridia locales. They even have Lower Norfair's Goldie missiles, but no one goes there either. Right, so PBB is about to finish this Phantoon fight. This particular beam combo, it would, well, not exactly a combo, but this particular charged Lasma beam would be 6 shots on Phantoon. Oh. And that'll do it. PBB has fanny pack down. So, ptoil did not save, found just a dinky missile pack at the WSET, WSET TV, and therefore could not reset. Well, he could have reset, but it would have been a terribly bad decision. Trolled a bit by the ceiling clip as well as the atomics. He's up to the attic. PBB following suit. No pun intended. We must... Oh! ptoil doing an attic spark, but not getting quite enough air to wipe out the enemies with it. We must bear in mind that my lovely peanut butter bunny also has Varia suit, where ptoil does not. He does not even know where it is. So, oh yeah, and PBB is indeed noping right the heck on out of here. Doesn't need to bother with any of this nonsense. She's got to be feeling pretty eep excited. Oh, high jump boots at the nuclear hub at the attic. Okay, there's one item she'll be missing out on, but probably not going to hinder her a deal-breaking amount. I'm unsure which exactly you were LULing at, Trails. Yes. In the eyes of many, collecting high jump is validation in and of itself. Just hamburgers at the reverse tank. Which, ptoil probably doesn't have any personal feelings about. He could have gotten that item if it was something worthwhile. Whoa, okay! Ah, glad you like that one then. Well, this is a little hard for me. The wave beam hater just collected wave and just collected screw attack. It's just Smokey validated himself and Phoenix validated himself. Oh dear. PBB taking a gamble which may not have been the hottest gamble on the table. But she does find another E-tank at Alpha PBs. And he's a going ball. Let's see. That's I'm sure he will eventually. So it's getting pretty interesting. PBB still retains the biggest advantage with that Varia suit, obviously, but ptoil has gotten 3 pretty big items that that PBB has missed out on. Agreed, Trails. I think you nailed it. Just more supers at bowling alley missiles, and he already saw what the reverse item was, so... Polar Bear gonna skip Spazer? Okay. E-tank number 5 at Grav. I suppose she can. She went ahead and checked the alpha and beta items, so I guess it surprises me a little that she would skip Spazer, but I guess a check like that might take an additional literal second or 3. She's gonna have a look at the Kraid missiles supers, which she'll grab. Du ser det så dark. Yeah. I think we would all look for a tank or 2, as I think we are all not Zosti or anything. Oh, being trolled a bit by Mini Kraid / Sklade / whatever the bloody his name is. Not quite dying at first. That's not cool, Mini Kraid. You're supposed to die and stuff. Alright. Kraid himself with 1,000 health would be 3 shots with the charged plasma beam. ptoil repeating these checks. Oh, PBB going for the Kraid quick kill, but no such dice, unfortunately. ptoil, though, picking up his 5th E-tank. That's each one that we've seen so far, I believe, he has picked up. The tank count, as far as I have it, is 5 and 1. There's some nice drops by Kraid that, like I was saying, the tank count is 6 and 1. Some nice drops he gave her that unappreciative Polarbearbunny completely ignored. And we are going to have an X-ray check on ptoil's side. I forget if PBB made this check. I kinda don't think she did. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a ganders. Okay, it was just supers. And ptoil is not in the mood for them. He is not in the rude mood. That's gonna bring Bunny on over into a cricket pocket. There's 4 little B-toms and a rinky-dink pack of pistols. Doesn't want them. Alright. ptoil farming a few fire fleas for power bombs. Maybe intentionally, maybe not. Who knows? Who can say? Well, after a while you get bored of saying the same things over and over like missiles. You start using your imagination. Okay, ptoil is going to make the Spazer check. Oh. So, yeah. PBB making the high jump check. Okay, PBB certainly dodged it there. Just missiles at Spacer. And no vanilla high jump, which she may have been hoping for, especially as we know where high jump is now. But stops to grab those supers as well, taking her total to 45, 40, 20. And she's going to want these supers up here at high jump missiles, too. Or, correction, the smoky one sits corrected, she already got them. Pardon-moi. PBB is going to run right on over to the business save. Just strut right past it, disinterestedly. Blow through the Penetrator Great Wall Cricket Pocket, Cricket Speedway, B-Tom Speedway. I refuse to call it a frog speedway. They are not frigging frogs. And finds just missiles at Bubble Mountain. He's not interested in more piddly pistols down there in the corner of her room. She's still making checks. She is not heading right on down to Lower Norfair right now. She probably wants Screw Attack, and it's a shame she is not going to find it down here. Yeah, no, they're not frogs. That thing you've got right there is a frog. It's not easy being green. PBB just finding more ammo in the Norfair reverse. As there's a second boss on down for ptoil as well. Not quite IBO this time around, but indeed. How about that seed last time? That's turned out to be a little trolly, finding gravity semi-early, but after that, wow. Not quite the same story this time around. PBB struggling a bit to get up there to the top half of the Batcave, into that little opening, but makes it. With the help of her favorite item, the space jump. So that was very nice right off the bat. The opening item. Oh, more validation. Immediately, Self and Tracy validated with the acquisition of the space jump, and they're just regular validated with a spling ball, summer ball, winter ball, autumn ball, all the balls. Got balls. Anyway, that's gonna bring ptoil down into Business Center. He is gonna find equally. Oh. Really? Really, Venicus? I wasn't aware ptoil might have done that kind of thing. It's well, at the risk of sounding repetitive, that's ballsy. But yes, there's a 7th E-Tank, 5th total for PBB at Wave missiles. That Wave itself is an 8th E-Tank, bringing the count to 8 and 1. And ptoil giving us a nice hell run there. Nice, only possible SMRAT required hell run to get over there and see nothing but missiles at the Bubble Mountain spot. And so he sees this is not one of those elusive Bubble Mountain Varia seeds. Those seeds are planted very elusively. PBB is running around, running through the torture chamber and on down the this alternate volcano room, en route through the Remembered Highway to Lower Norfair. I agree, PBB is in pretty terrific shape, but I think she could have stood to go through the rest of that wrecked ship and outer criteria check to get those additional really helpful items, but I think she'll be alright. Oh, okay. getting a little nailed by a Namahe flame. That's a cool 50 damage, but not a huge deal. And she's to the elevator. Ptoil, meanwhile, has diverged, is into Meridia, using the suit that he has acquired, finding supers at both Main Street Missiles and the Sizer supers. We have a peanut butter bunny heading east to the Hell Hall, big surprise there, into Burning Man, and just continuing on east from there, and we're about to visit Mama Turtle. Well, yeah, he got the short charge on the floor of Main Street, so that was definitely a stutter. Definitely a multiple stutter, and just tanks of all sorts in Mama Turtle's room. Reverse tank at the E-tank, and E-tank number 9 at Mama's missiles. I think she's excited. Oh, little too low with that power bomb. No, still a little too low. Okay, that'll do it. That'll definitely bust the rest of those blocks out. Now she's just going to want to avoid these pirates and Namahes well as she can. Okay. That's alright, she has charged plasma, so she'll be able to wipe out these enemies with some nice charge shots. As Ptoil has not checked the beach and watering hole, has just bonked right into the aqueduct pipe. And it's a little interference by a yard there, but overcomes and finds nothing but ammo in the aqueduct. Is not fascinated. PvB enters Santo Poco, is through both worst rooms in the game, and putting the lasma beam to good use. Twice, but still also twice gets bodied by a couple of the amigos. Grabs the Santo Poco save, a good call. No one can ever really adamantly disagree with such a save. So, we have got a Lake Erie snake. A lake snake. Also microwaved. Courtesy of Ptoil. And let's see what that snake had to offer. An ice beam. Well, alrighty, so, that's interesting. So, Gauntlet was required, which means, logic-wise, Wrecked Ship was required first to get Screw Attack, to then get back over to Gauntlet, and get Speed, to then get to Batoon. Fascinating. PBB has entered the dojo at 150, like I said, at 190 health. The drops from that pirate. Ooh, okay. Alright, luckily those pirates give you lots of nice drops. Most of them are going to be big health. Into the Flower House, into Broil Farms. As Ptoil is into Precivius. And into... Okay, Leo has been censored. Ouch. Ptoil is into the Sizzler. He's going to be meeting a certain Shramp. With her little Ever children. Evil Evers. Now we have got some non-tickle farming going on the side of PBB. Oh, there's an undercooked shrimp with the microwave method there, but that'll do it. And luckily, very luckily, Dragon was far enough on screen that he did not get screen locked and have to wait for 17 minutes. So Ptoil is going to check the space jump item as PBB is heading into her own third boss, the Riddler. Just supers. At Dr. Dre. Microwave a day keeps Dr. Dre away. And, oh, just hamburgers at the deliciousness. Polar Bear has achieved the color change on the pterodactyl pelican dragon, Uzumawachits. And is missing a few supers here. That's alright. Looks like, yep, she's got enough, and that's a dead pelican. Space pelican. Oh, ptoil with a fast drop right through the quicksand. Nicely done, as and Ridley hoarding bombs. Who knew? Who saw that coming? We found charge early, we found high jump a little later. Gee, what else could Ridley have? Bombs? Alright, ptoil is still looking for that Varia suit, obviously. He's gonna grab the Aqueduct save, he's gonna check a sandpit or 3, and if he knows the Puyo clip, he could check Shack Tool. Should he so choose to go that way? Song Grapple. Okay, BBB is returning. This is looking really, really good for... Oh, speaking of... Okay, you won't need to do the clip now. Nice. Nice, convenient place to put grapple. But yes, this is looking really, really good for PBB, as long as she doesn't die getting out of here. Even if she does die, she has the Sanopoko save coming down. As she comes back up, she might get it again. She does want to be careful, I agree with that. Screw attack would have helped her a lot down here, obviously. But, well, I'm quite proud of her. High jump would have also helped her a good little bit. Oh, she is... Oh dear. Oh, okay, she ran for cover underneath that third amigo. Oh, and we do have a Shack Tool check. Jade, hit that button. Okay. PPB is not going for the reverse save. This is going to be 4 charged Lasma shots on each of these key hunters if she wants to do away with those. Okay. 95 health. As ptoil impatiently waits for the space pirate machinery to dig its way through this otherwise inexplicably impenetrable wall of sand, which the yards can also penetrate through somehow, but Samus, with all her really cool weaponry and stuff, still cannot. Alright. And... isn't that perfect? Oh, BBB getting trolldered here. Getting to the top of the other Indiana Jones part. There's an E-Tank, and she's saved. All she has to do is get around to that. Meanwhile, the tank count. 9 and 3, thanks to Shack Tool. Clutch E-Tank. She's at 25 health. She just has to be careful getting up and around this Hadarubi Alkun room. Alright, so no dice, ptoil, Shack Tool, he resets, loses the grapple beam, but that probably doesn't bother him such a great deal. Nice! Oh, that was impressive. I love it. Managed to just barely dodge Spazer. Wow, she earned some serious points for that. And just ammunition as well. Yay, BBB! Clutch refill! Really did save her life. She's gotta be happy to see that. And ptoil not having any luck in Meridia, finding what he needs. Just more whammo in the other sandpit. She can now do stand-up if she has a really flawless MB2 fight, and wants to with just the plasma beam. So ptoil is going to grab a towel and grab an umbrella, bathing suit, and sunglasses and hit the beach and find the fourth and final reverse tank at the beach. Yay! Oh! Whereas PBB finds yet another E-tank at Franker Musketeers and declines this one. So, there's another E-tank at the Polar Bears in jail, and the Franker Musketeers missiles, giving us a count of 11 and 4. According to the schedule, at least yesterday, Trails, Game 2 between these two is going to be tomorrow at 9:30. This one was supposed to be at 9:30, but things ran a little behind. Yes, of course. PBB's spring ball sack room. ptoil also just took a peek into. Forgive me if there were any tanks in there I happened to not notice. Okay, ptoil has got to be pondering possibilities now. I'm sure he's probably familiar with the logic enough to know that the one place Varia could be in Norfair, well, the other place besides the high jump region, Varia could be in Norfair. He has already checked, and so, whew, that just leaves Meridia for PvP. As meanwhile, this is interesting. Oh, ptoil is going to Plasma now. Well, Varia was at Plasma last time, and he and PBB were here in chat with us that race. Perhaps he's thinking twice in a row? Polarbearbunny shall not be teabagging anyone in this situation. Junie. But on that charming note, that's gonna bring ptoil indeed up to... Ooh! Breaks out a spin jump, unfortunately, there. But he makes it. Perseveres. And Polarbearbunny is just gonna have to get up here to the top of Main Street, across Everest. No big whoopity-doo. And just supers in Plasma. ptoil probably feeling a little frustrated right about now. Can't totally blame him, but... K-A-R-M-A... Shouldn't have said that Wave was the worst. Anyway, that's enough. I'll stop now. Okay, so... He is, I think, no doubt gonna head back to Brinstar and/or Crateria to resume those checks he forewent or could not make earlier. As Trails just says, there's Waterway, there's Climb Supers that'll put him in the ballpark, the proverbial ballpark. I doubt that, not literal, I highly doubt that the Zebezian creatures play any sort of ball here. Alright, there's a snack being fought on the side of polar bears. And the snack is down on both sides, as ptoil indeed returns in Brinstar's and Brinstarisms into the Red Tower, into the Crimson Shaft, back up to the jungle. Oh, Polarbearbunny's gotta be pretty excited now and also wondering where the bloody her opponent is. Probably came into this thinking, oh, this is such a free seed. Oh, my opponent might, M-I-G-H-T, just wipe the floor with me. But little does she know. Oh, okay, yeah, he's going to Waterway first. ptoil is going to make the Waterway check. Oh, laid that power bomb just a little too high. Ah, that sucks when you're trying to save time and lose another small chunk of it instead. I can just roll right on through there. Finds a vanilla-flavored drink, giving us a count of 12 and 4. There's another one in which we have found almost all the tanks. And we've got some more nice, hot girl-on-girl action in the personal form of Polarbearbunny's Samus fighting a shrimp called Dragon. Oh, ptoil about to find what he needs to find here in just another moment or 3. He's going to, well, maybe a little longer than that. It looks like he's going to check the rest of Blue Bryn first, or not. He's heading back up the elevator. And that is going to give him his Varia suit in just another sec. Okay, PPB is out of supers. She's going to swing back to charge plasma shots. Dragon's tummy is looking pretty red. She has 30 regular missiles left. Oh, the shrimp flying down a little too quick to be caught there. And ptoil is finally all... PBB throwing down a power bomb there to wipe out the goo, and 2 more charge shots will do it. That is her 4th and final boss down. ptoil probably booting himself in the buttocks right about now. PBB not even needing to stick around and check out what kind of, Oh, so he did. ptoil, of course. I hate myself. PBB, same. And taking it out on that big crater mass in the lobby with some supers, of course. I'm less than clear why Polarbear was a nice reverse Coliseum. There's a nice reverse halfy climbing room. There's a nice reverse beam freeze. Oh! There's her ice beam, which she did not get before, but that's going to speed up Torian for her. A nice little final thing to collect. Pretty much now, with everything they could want. So, EBB is gonna swing back on over to Torian. ptoil is gonna swing straight down into the core, the mantle of the planet, into hell, as it were. And the Smoky Mistress is going to have another drink keep. I'm sure we're all feeling for ptoil at the moment. Except me. Oh, I'm kidding. Alright, back to the drawbridge. Personal best bunny. Back to the landing site with her. Down into Helcom Cavern with ptoil. And straight to the lavatory. Pardon me. That's not quite ladylike. Alright. There's a nice refill on PBB's side. There's 7 tanks total. An ammo count of 45, 45, 20. And she is all set for headquarters. As ptoil has down to Ridley's lair. The Hell Ruins. PBB returns through Terminator, the Void, the Tumbler, and into the gallery. No boss skips this time around. As nifty as that would be. Alright, there's an amphitheater. Cleared. Second worst room in the game on ptoil's side. He is down Santopoca. He is going to roll straight through. My commentary is getting thin. But there's a pretty sweet first couple Metroid rooms for the bunny. Well, it's just bad luck. Maybe not the most efficient usage of power, but also bad luck playing a bit of a part. And PBB opting to shoot out the dust chorizo. Thing. Oh, excuse me. The objectively correct choice. There were a couple power plays little. PBB, not yeah, no high jump boots, no point in attempting any sort of baby skip. Just drained. Just straight through the core. It's true. One power bomb essentially really cost ptoil this race. And it's fighting Ridley and says, I ain't afraid of no end. Take this. Oh, yes. Nice one, Junie. Oh, yes, nice things happen to sweet, caring bears with pictures on their tummies. Alright. PBB is into the membrane, and does not go for his appetite skip, just blows them straight away. And it was the same with the Pesquetios surrounding MB1. And drops MB1 as ptoil is going for the speedball out of Wasteland. Gets it. Nice. But you can do that skip without wave. You just have to go underneath the Rinka, crouch, and shoot up at it. It is one way to get through. Whatever works. We will not be seeing a stand-up this time, though, as PBB has already dropped below 700 and 600 energy. I guess that whatever that kind of thing is, just not having angle down. How someone would have to explain that to me, like in some kind of sense-making detail. ptoil is out of Lower Norfair. Runs right past and tanks a little damage from Porthos, Athos, and Aramis. He returns to the single chamber as PBB has successfully made it to the cuts, bridging MB2 to MB3. That brings ptoil back into Mount Bubbles, and he's going to return, thus croc blocking us and giving Crocomire no love this time either. So, yes. So had it not been last time for JRF, I believe, Croc would not have gotten any love tonight at all. And that button on the tracker is probably feeling pretty lonely. Trails. Crocomire and Passe Pirate and so on are for those clowns, i.e. everyone except me. So I'm probably, quote-unquote, mistaken about it. I refuse to accept it, though. Everyone else who pronounces the names of the eyeless Namahes as Funes. I won't do it. They're funes. And oh, there's a dead fish, by the way. Little Amadeus is nowhere to be seen here, but there's the redfish command anyway. As ptoil is into the escape hatch, he's back to the red tower. There is no Y in Fune. There's a Y sound, but yeah, it's not spelled with a Y. Anywho, BB is all that's left in the escape is the other most annoying and worst room in the game here, Torian Escape Room 4. Actually struggling a little bit with it. Turns off speed, so it will not interfere with her jumping height. As ptoil has reached the tumbler, has reached the void, has reached the gallery. Alright. PBB is finally on up and around. The nice thing about this room, Escape Room 4, is that the acid will not trigger until you get down through that big drop where you can do the last moonfall. Otherwise, she might have been kind of screwed by this point. go. Oh, bonkers. Okay. She's gonna... A backup. Oh, you need a little tap there. You need a short charge to get... Okay, yeah, she's running out of health from fast, so she's just gonna do it the slow way. Just gonna do it again the intended way, like she had at the beginning. This race is still hers, but ptoil making up some good time from where he lost the lot of it. So, if you can get to Torian before your opponent officially finishes, then that's usually a pretty good run overall. Something you should be pretty proud of. And no animals being saved here. PBB is going to run right back out to the purple-yellow flashing landing site. Quite pretty. It's a shame it's all blowing up and stuff. And finishes, wins the race, first place, in a time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 2 seconds. So, same old, same old. There you go. ptoil wastes 40 frames, facing the incorrect direction. I agree. A mild toastmaster appears. Or he was here all along. Right. We'll take ptoil through the deserted desert, down the Rika shaft into the membrane. He is going for the Zebatite skip with the aid of Wave and Ice, in the pretty normal prescribed way. Okay. So I've just asked BBB wish to exchange any words, and there she is.
Hello. Hello, hello. Roar. Can you hear me? Roar. Roar.
Okay, we should speak the language they know, and
okay.
not just our own language.
Frickin' wrecked ship. I had everything that I needed. Okay. Sorry, I was just watching my credits. What's up?
Almost everything. Well, then you saw what was at the wrecked ship attic, and the couple criteria items in the sky too.
Yeah, I saw. Looked like Wave and Screw were up there as well. I didn't see where high jump was exactly, but Dark told me it was somewhere at the top of wrecked ship.
Indeed.
But who needs all that stuff?
Forgot to start your timer, but
I know.
Well, don't need to.
You know, you can't have it all for me. You know, he's happy I put it up at all.
What was? Were you being all excited and going eep a lot
Yes.
through the course of, because that turned out to be, despite the hash, turned out to be such an incredibly free seed.
Yeah,
well,
it wasn't
if you
bad.
knew where to look.
It wasn't bad. I was scared from the hash. The hash was ugly. At least I'm happy that I found Varia. That's all that matters. Because I didn't find Varia in my last 2 seeds in this. My only 2 seeds, in fact.
It is what matters, and it appears curse onto your opponent this time. And he just had unfortunate luck in using one of his power bombs in the wrong spot, having to use another one, and then not having any left.
I feel that pain.
But you are walking away with a cool 39 item percentage.
Yes.
Something I always like noting, for some reason.
39%. It's because of all those heckin' missiles I keep running into that I didn't want.
So, your own location was hiding the first E-tank that you found. That was pretty nice. And ptoil got the first reverse tank. His first E-tank was actually down at the charge missiles.
Oh, wow.
And between the two of you, you found almost all the tanks this time.
I had to check my items since I had space jump. I had a feeling, it was going to be something good for me.
Oh, well, yes. Whenever I am not playing a seed myself, but just watching or commentating somebody else doing it, they, of course, are privileged to get space jump first. Not I.
I used to never, but now it seems like it happens all the time. I used to get ice first all the time when I was alive.
Oh, yeah. Ice is my least favorite to get. I mean, it's got its applications.
Yeah. I don't know. I had fun.
Oh, that's good.
I just opened it. Looks like he's on his escape. He has high jump.
He does. He went to the wreck chip attic. So, there it was.
I was kind of in pseudo go mode, so I didn't care to check the wreck ship. Oh no, he's doing what I did, but he's remembering that you can short charge.
Yeah, he got the there it is.
I was like, screw this. I'm out.
Yeah, not literally, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I'm screwed.
that's what I was feeling like. It might have helped you a little bit to do, even if it took a little longer time. If you had gone up, gotten those 3 additional items, you'd have had an easier time of it with the rest. Because thank goodness you found the the E-tank at the polar bears in jail. And and he got the echoes on the ship.
Did.
Whoa!
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that done before, correctly.
Wow. Okay, there's indeed a
Cool.
there's his dot done. A second place finish from ptoil with a time of 1 hour
Nice.
and 37 seconds. So blobbity blobbity blah. And let's see. All right. We'll see what he says in a moment. So how about these credits, huh?
Beautiful.
Oh, he doesn't have a mic. Oh, okay.
Oh.
But yes, he is in the chat here.
Oh, hi, ptoil. GG.
JJ.
See
Jolly
you
job.
then. Jolly job. JJ. Yeah, I don't know. That escape was stressful.
The raven just appeared.
Raven!
Quoth the
Oh.
raven, nevermore.
Where?
Oh, golly. Yeah, well, we only have 10 more days in the 15th of April. 10 more. Did I just say 10? What the frick is wrong with? We have 10 more minutes in the 15th of April.
Maybe for you, I have an hour and 10 minutes.
Ah, yes. Well, I guess you can say if you the last little while of that tell that you'd be able to tell that I'm starting to really need to go to sleep.
Yeah, maybe so. That's right, Spooky. I appreciate you coming for me and bringing me your good luck.
Oh, I really didn't I?
Did.
I mean, that's not to have intentionally brought ptoil bad luck, but just the way it happened to happen.
It's true.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
Yes. Tomorrow. Same time, same place.
This same time is debatable.
Yeah,
This race
yeah,
of
that's
yours,
true.
this
This
race
was
of
an
yours
hour later.
only started 45 minutes after it was scheduled to.
Yeah.
That's all right. Double deer force or bear force. Oh. Bear face. Oh.
Bare face. I like that. That's
Remember,
funny.
for 37%. Nice. Remember, friends, only you can prevent crocomires. What the hell is that supposed to mean, Vanicus?
Dumb.
Alright, well, anything more to add, Roar?
I have nothing to say. GG, ptoil. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you, Smokey, and Dark, and Venicus, and Sailor
Oh,
Jade.
of course, I don't follow commands on in. And it actually got them all right for once.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good job.
Sweet. Okay, well, thanks very much for racing, and as always for providing us with this free, lovely entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm echoing that sentiment, Jade.
5 a.m. Oh my goodness.
So I'll say, as super sweet dreams to everyone, including me. And, remember, Smokey loves you. Have fun, be good, give someone a hug tonight.
Good night.
And I'm gonna sign off then.